right, everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be looking at some more of Bambu's new filament, their PLA Wood filament. I got two different colors of it and we'll be checking it out today. I have checked out other wood filaments in the past from like eSun and different manufacturers, and I was never really super impressed with them. So we'll see if this actually looks and feels like wood or if it's just a wood colored filament. Some of the ones that I've tried before did have like a different texture to the filament, but they did not print very well. So hopefully Bambu's put the right settings in the RFID and we won't have to do much to get it to print and make it feel like wood. So in today's video, we'll be checking that out and seeing, exactly what printing with the PLA wood looks like and what it feels like, honestly. And we'll do a couple of different models of prints for it. So if all that sounds good, then sit back and relax and I'll get everything ready. All right, so here we are on Bambu's website for the PLA woods. Let's see what they say it has. So like I was saying in the intro, it's supposed to feel like real wood. So we'll see what the texture of it looks like. You guys won't be able to feel it, but I'll let you know how it feels to me. Matte finish, fine texture, integrates perfectly with other PLA. So we'll try that out as well. Dry out before use, AMS and AMS light compatible. As with most of these kind of tougher filaments, the 0.2 millimeter nozzle is not compatible with it. They do have a few different colors of it: walnut, rosewood, brown, birch, white oak, and some kind of yellow there. Looks pretty cool. Chest set would be a really easy one to do there. I thought this one looked pretty cool. I mean, there's no way you could tell that that's 3D printed, so we might try that one out or some couple of different models there. It feels like real wood, to make like trees and stuff. I think this might be really good to make those, and that's one of the first things that I ever 3D printed was a big giant tree on my Creality. So this might be good. But it does add, if it does have like a different texture and appearance or whatever, and we'll check that out, it will add, an interesting element to some of your prints, or, especially those prints with, that's a pretty cool idea. Some of those prints that, have multiple parts like this one here. And then being able to print with other PLA filaments, right? Like PLA silk and PLA wood is really, really cool. And we can use our Super Tack plate on there or the Big Tree Tech Cryo Grip. Again, no 0.2 millimeter nozzle, AMS light. Drying, it doesn't take that much heat, 55°C for 8 hours. And you want to keep it under 20% relative humidity. Here's all the other techno babble about it. Does show some differences, shows you what undried looks like versus dried and what's in the box. So let's go ahead and get the filament loaded in the AMS and then jump over to Bambu Studio to get a print going. All right, so here we are in Bambu Studio, and I have a cool little model of Groot in here that I thought would be cool to print out of the wood filament. So I did pick up the walnut and the birch, and then you'll see that I went ahead and painted the eyes black in here. So we'll be doing a multicolor print on each one of these, even though we're printing by object there. So we'll see if that works or not. I'll let you know. I've never tried a multicolor print by object, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. So I've left everything the same, normal settings and everything. This is what came with it when it scans the RFID. This is what it puts in there, or what it recognizes this filament as, and has the presets in there. Does print a little bit slower than normal PLA, which is in 2122. So, but it looks like the same sort of temperatures and everything like that. And we will be using our cryo grip, so we'll change that to the super tack plate, which is the same thing. And let's go ahead and slice the plate. All right, and it did take it a little while to slice it, but it looks like it's going to take about 3 hours and 46 minutes to print 2 of these. So we'll go ahead and get those started printing, and I'll see you when it gets done. Every time I download a model from uh, Maker World, I always forget to do this, and it always does this. So you always have to remember that they make more than a P1S bamboo. Every time I download something, you default it to a P1S, even though everywhere else on here I have selected X1C. So if you guys run into that same annoying issue there, that's how you fix it. I'll see you when it gets done. All right, so here we are in the studio, and I thought this was a little error, but it's just like a little piece of poop that didn't make its way out. But otherwise, these turned out really, really good, especially on the cryo plate. Now, does it feel like wood? In some places, it does. In other places, it feels like normal PLA that we are used to. Let's take a look at this one. On some parts, it feels like wood. On other parts, not so much, and has a nice little error right there. But overall, does look kind of like wood. They did turn out pretty cool. So let's print something else and see what it turns out like. I'll meet you back in Bamboo Studio. All right, here we are back on the website. And as you remember, I thought this little tray looked really cool. So I looked this up in Maker World. And here's plastic 3D wooden trays or whatever. And, looks like a simple enough print, but 20.8 hours. Wow, I don't know. We'll have to see how big of a thing it is for all of that. But make sure, if this turns out good, to come and boost this maker or whatever. So this time I'll remember to hit X1 Carbon here and open in Bamboo Studio, and we'll see if that helps us out from the annoying part that I referenced before the last print. All right, so it's just showing generic PLA here, and it has 3 different types of it here. This one looks like it has the most texture or whatever, so let's go ahead and sync. And again, I even selected X1C, and it still selected the P1S. That's pretty awesome. All right, so let's get everything resunk. And then think it would look good in the walnut. So let's see how long this will take to print for just the one plate here, or one tray. Right, so 7 hours for this, and it says it has a floating cantilever. I'm guessing one little spot is floating right there. We'll just leave that. Did take a little while to slice the model again. Both of the wooden ones have taken a little while to slice the model. So that's quite a long time for one print. So let's go back to prepare and let's scale this thing down about 50% and print it from there and see how long that takes. Let's make a little bit smaller wooden tray there just to test this out. All right, so down under 2 hours, it's still crying about floating. So it looks like a little bit of this edge might be floating there. So we'll see how it handles that. But let's go ahead and print it in the walnut and see how it turns out. All right, so here we are with the print finished. And I mean, when you put a wood texture on it, it does kind of feel like wood. Um, but everywhere else, it just feels like normal PLA, honestly. If I told you to guess what this was and you didn't have any idea, I'm not sure that you would say wood other than the model, but I'm sure we could get that with like just a brown colored filament as well. So last one that we want to try is, or that I want to try is printing a tree trunk like it showed in there, and we'll see what that looks like. And that was, one of the very first 3D prints that I ever made was this big giant tree trunk. So let's print a tree trunk out of the birch color one since we already did this with walnut, and we'll take a look at what that turns out like. So I'll see you in Bambu Studio. All right, and here we are in Bambu Studio, and here is that same tree trunk that was on the website, and I already have the birch in number 3 selected. So we'll go ahead and slice the plate. I left all of the support and everything that this person left in there, and didn't change any of the settings. Hour and 40 minutes on there. I did change it to the X1 carbon because it's just stuck on the P1S. If you have a P1S, you're lucky. All the rest of us have to change that stuff. It's annoying. So I'll go ahead and get this printed out and we'll see what it turns out like. All right, so here we are done with the print. Turned out pretty cool. Take the brim off of it. So the model itself is pretty cool, but again, this doesn't feel like wood or anything like that. Like there's nothing, like if I didn't tell you this was wood filament, I'm not sure you'd be able to tell. It just seems like a different kind of matte color of material. So it's kind of pricey to be honest with you. And yeah, I just don't see the point other than this just being a different color of PLA, but there's no other kind of wood properties or anything like that. So let's take a look at one of the very first prints that I ever did that actually looks like wood. So this big tree right here is one of the very first 3D prints that I ever did on my Creality. And it looks and feels like wood, but it's just the texture that's on here. Right, there's a couple little errors because it was a Creality, of course. But just the texture of this tree or whatever itself makes it look and feel like wood. So that'll do it for today's video. If it goes on sale, I might buy some of this, but I don't know that I would recommend it if you're really looking to do like a wood project or something like that. It's more the texture of your project that's going to give it that wood feeling more so than the filament itself. So I don't really see the point in spending the extra money on there. Again, if it goes on sale, it might be something to take a look at, but otherwise, save your money and just buy matte brown filament for your wood colored projects, or if you want to make it look like wood, just use the matte colored filaments. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Smash that like button if you did. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see everybody on the next one. Thanks for watching.